Okay, my last video got cut off and my battery's at 15% now, so my screen's gotten kind of dark. Anyway, my last video got cut off, so I'm gonna finish it off. I can't remember what the last thing I said was. I know I was at the very end of the story. I think I was describing the look in the doppelganger's eyes. This thing was solid. It looked like Leah's identical twin. I mean, there was nothing at all to let us know that it was not her. Nothing. There was no way. Except for one thing, and that was the look in this thing's eyes. This thing had some empty looking, emotionless, soulless, dead looking expression, just specifically like in its eyes. Like how eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, this thing's eyes were as if there was nobody home. But if you weren't, expecting that or looking for that, I don't know, as a kid I didn't really, apparently I didn't think much of it or something until afterwards, until after all this happened. So that's my first paranormal story, first paranormal experience I've ever had in my life, and I've had a handful, and I'm 29. What you doing over here, Aria?
I'm playing with my pony baby. Oh.
Show the camera Princess Cadence. Is she your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brown on top.
Is it hot out here? It's hot out here, huh? The shade's not too bad. The shade's not bad at all. Anyway, so I guess this is the end. I'm gonna keep working at this and see how it goes, and hopefully these videos, we're gonna try to get them better eventually. This is just me kind of figuring it all out. Anyway.
Oh, look, I put the leaf in the end.
Yeah, I see that. I'm trying to figure out if I should tell y'all a second story or not. My second paranormal experience. That happened when I was a senior in high school. I was 18 or 19. Let's see.
Oh, people were my pony.
That story is easier to describe than the last one, so I guess I'll go ahead and tell you, even though my phone screen's dark and my phone's dying. I hope it doesn't die on me. And anyway, I'll try to speed it up. So what happened was, I was 18, 19 years old. I was a senior in high school. I was on half days because I had a job waitressing. I was headed home, and it was lunchtime. It was noon, and it was a beautiful, bright, sunshiny day, like this. Just like this. It was hot outside. I was driving along. I was nearly home, and we lived near a lake. And I was driving past this lake, and I was nearly to our bridge, but I looked in my rearview mirror, and I see this guy, and I immediately think that he's a little bit older than me, like college age looking, and he was standing on one side of the road, and he was also in jeans, and these jeans were just straight-legged, normal, very normal looking guy's jeans, just straight legs, no holes, plain, everything. He had a dark green hoodie on, and he had the hood up, and he was standing to the side, you know, but I saw like a little bit of hair, and it was dark. It was like dark brown, maybe black. And I see this, and I'm confused, because I'm like, why is he wearing a hoodie in this weather, you know? Why is he wearing a hoodie in this weather? He was at one side of the road, and he began to cross, and I'm driving, and I'm keep checking in my rearview mirror. I keep looking, and as I'm driving, starting to drive, there's a bridge. There's a bridge, and there's on one side of this road, and there's also like a lower, it's not a bridge, but you can drive over this low area, and then there's water below that, but I don't know the specific name for that. But anyway, so I'm starting to drive on the lower part, and he's crossing the road, and he just disappears. I'm watching him, and he's not there anymore. He was walking across, and then one second he's there, the next second he is gone. Just gone. Like, just, I'm watching him, and then there's nothing. So, Aria just looked at me. Anyway, so I'm driving, and I just keep glancing back. I'm like, what is going on, kind of thing. And I'm looking, and I finally see him on the other side of the road. He's at the other side of the road. Like, he disappeared at the yellow line, you know, halfway across the road, and then he was just vanished, and then I see him standing on the other side of the road. He made it over. And he gets out of my sight because I'm still driving. And as I'm driving home, and I'm nearly home, I say to myself, I think I saw one of those boys that drowned in the lake. There was an accident back in the 80s, I believe. Yes, it had to be the 80s. I think my dad even went to school with at least one of those boys. Two boys took their parents' boat, and I believe they were seniors. They took their... Aria, you got a mosquito. They took their parents' boat out on the water, and it had been raining, so the water was choppy and dangerous. Oh, I see it. Did you make a cake?
That's the
So, these senior boys, and I was a senior at this time, so they had taken their parents' boat out on the lake, and it had been rainy weather, so the water was choppy, and it was higher than usual, and somehow their boat capsized, and one of the boys was able to swim to safety, but he saw his friends needing help, and he went back. He turned around and went back for his friends, and they both drowned. So that happened in the 80s. Yeah, I knew about that story. I had heard about that story. My parents had told me. So when I was driving home, I said to myself, I wonder if that I had seen one of those boys. I'm sure that it was one of those boys because I actually saw a picture of one of them in my aunt's yearbook, and he was wearing the same type of pants that I had actually seen. He had straight-legged, normal jeans on, and he also had very dark hair that may have been black. So just, it's crazy. It's just crazy to me that I saw that. And I don't know why I would have seen that, and I don't know if anybody else who lives in that area has seen anything like that. And I wonder about that a lot too. I wonder if I'm the only one, or if there have been others that have seen something like that too. And I wonder why I would have seen that. Why me? I wonder if it was trying to communicate with me or something. I don't know. But these are true stories. These are very, very true things that have happened to me. Very true. I know in my heart what I've seen, and I don't know. It's just wild. I don't know. But anyway, those are two of my stories, and I shared them with you, and I hope that you enjoyed them. Share your stories if you want to. I would love to see your stories. I love reading stuff like these. I love reading stories about other people's encounters with spirits. I love reading creepy stories, like Let's Not Meet stories. I love reading people's experiences on Reddit. I watch the ID channel a lot. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have no idea. But these are things that interest me, and I thought I would share them. So I hope that you enjoyed, and bye for now. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Bye. What you doing with your ponies?
I'm taking
Twilight's in the dirt. What's Twilight doing in the dirt?
crying.
And who's this guy? Who is this guy? He's a troll. And who's this little guy?
A troll again.
Are they friendly trolls?
Mm-hmm.
They're friendly trolls. That's good. Do they have names? Can you give them a good name, a good troll name? Boogers. Alright, so is this Boogers or is this Boogers? This one, so this troll here, this is Boogers. So everybody meet Boogers. Alright, bye.